I'm going to make motor mounts today because if we order them, I'll explain it after we get going, it takes time. From what I understand, there's a lot of people saying about that engine should fit in there no problem whatsoever. Yeah, it should once we get rid of all the stuff that we need. And also, we are not putting this in like any other car, or not most cars. There's lots of cars that are done this way, but this car's, the engine's back further inside the car, which would give it more stability, I'm thinking. If the engine's sort of in the middle of the car, push back further instead of right heavy on the front. On the toy, it shows that fits where we're putting it, so that's what I want, you know. I'm going for the toy because this is my dream car, and it's not even the same year, but it's my dream. I can make it the way I want to, basically, and that's the way I want to get that engine back in there. So if you see an engine back inside the car quite a ways, you know that it's a bunch of work because you're watching us. And we want to thank you for coming back. We really appreciate it. We really do. We're going to fit it in for the last time, but first I want to come back here and show you what Doug's been doing. We had some new U-bolts made on the Hudson terraplane. I just welded them up and put them in there because I lowered the back end of this car. There's a video on that if you want to go back and watch it. Well, Doug has just changed the U-bolts, and the reason being is I had the U-bolts made, so I had to go somewhere. I had to have them made, and then I had to go retrieve them, and that was an hour away. And that's what holds you up sometimes, you know, when you have to take off, go get something made, and then wait, and then, you know, in my case, I couldn't get back down there to get them. They had them done, I couldn't get them. So Doug has got the underneath of the old Hudson with the U-bolts in it. Fantastic camera work, Joey, fantastic. So right now, after we get the engine in, Doug's going to take the gas tank straps down, and then we're going to try to fit that gas tank up in there and see if it works, or if the straps are going to be good, or whatever. Also, just like the front end parts, you know, as this car sits here, we needed those springs. We had to find those. We had to get bushings. We had to get a piece machined on the end of them. That takes time. Thanks, Doug.
All takes time.
That takes time to find that stuff.
Time.
When it comes to stuff like this here, when we're right at the shop and we start cutting, we can do all that stuff. And this stuff right here, when I have to go look for it or wait for it, is the reason why I want to do things what I can myself, basically.
We live in the boonies.
Yeah, like
stuff's not as accessible as it is in the cities.
No, it's not there.
No, it's not.
Also, on this car here, you can see we still have the skeleton of the cross member in the chassis. Before we actually apply the engine in the chassis, we're just basically cutting enough out that we can keep everything that we need in place, and that's what we're willing to cut out to get it in place. If you can remember, there was chassis up here. We've cut some square stock off our new floor. We've taken out the steering box. We've cut major leg out of the firewall because we're putting the engine back there. Not all cars are made that way, and but we want to make that one this way. This is what we have to do. We're going to fit it in one more time. Hopefully I can pull it out. I'm going to make motor mounts today because if we order them, I'll explain it after we get going, it takes time. Let's do it. Woo, them glasses are strong. Better take them bad boys, I'll get dizzy. Joey got me some new spectacles. What does it go? Spectacles, testicles? Nope, can't do that. We have to get that jack. We need your jack underneath the chassis.
Says we need the jack.
Doug the chassis Doug the jack to jack up the Hudson. So we need it back underneath there so we can get the wheels underneath there. Yes, we do. Let's put them right there. Thank you. Right there be fine, Doug, if you want a jacker. Good. Keep going. The wheels could spin last time. Keep going. That should be good. And we want to push that in. Just because when my wheel was going in, it was hitting the jack and knocking the engine over a bit. Also, with this engine thing, I put engines in crooked before to miss you know, the steering or missed the brakes. I put engines in crooked before and put the dry shaft in. Had no problems whatsoever. And to be honest with you, if your engine's a little off this way or a little off that way, it does not matter. Your dry shaft will deal with it. Also, and the reason I know this is because when you buy a rear end, the punk is not in the center. So that means that the dry shaft is on a, if the engine's in straight and the punk is not in the center, it must mean that the dry shaft's crooked. Doesn't matter if it's crooked this way, or that way, or this way, you know what I'm trying to say. So basically, this big engine here, we've cut everything out to make it fit in the center because I want it to fit in the center. But if you have something in the way, it's okay to make it. Sec, Doug, I want to get over some, I think. It's going good so far. Nice, nice. Now, your normal engine would be out here in front of this thing, not a little, you know, that'd be out here. We're in there. We're doing big time stuff, aren't we, Doug?
Yeah, this is not a normal motor. It's like 2 or 3 in 1, I think, here. It's huge. It's heavy.
I'm going to let it down some, Doug.
Yes.
Basically, we're just trying to see if it fits. I'm not up against that, am I? Nope, better pull back some up against the blower there.
I can yank it around here.
We're in there.
Move it a bit.
We're in there good. We're pulled out some, Doug.
I'm trying not to make that.
Just let the dry shaft.
This is going to hit right here. I'm just trying to not.
Try not to hold down. I didn't want to hit that. Right here, Doug.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not hitting.
There. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Little tit over here on the shifter. Had to make that clear. It's tight. It's tight, y'all.
Just a second.
Yeah. Everything's clear now, buddy.
I just don't want it scrubbing on the back of the. There we go. Now,
it's a bit crooked there now. The whole jack's in between.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. There you go. It's betterish.
See right there, crank pulley bolt in the center with that. We're basically on. See that right there? Oil pan, or the oil pan, oil filter, steering box bracket. So that's why that come off.
That one right there. Remember you said you were gonna cut that off.
Okay, come in and take a look. We've got it. It's close. It's missing there. We got a little bit there left to get. Maybe a little bit there. I did draw that line, but I wasn't willing to do it. Anything on that side, Doug?
No.
Go take a look. If you push this over a little bit. Yeah, there you go, like that.
That makes
everything work?
Makes everything crooked.
Does it? Just let me look at the front.
It does.
Okay, let me push the front over further. I like that.
Doesn't look bad.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm saying that the engine fits. You can see how far back we're inside there. That's not where the engine goes. And also, I'm going to show this part here. Just so you know what I'm doing, or what we're doing. The breather's out here, or not the breather, but the air intake scoop, I guess you call it. This is basically, I'm gonna get more stuff going here to show you. You can see where the carburetor is there. This, you know, we're doing it together. I can drop it down a bit more, no doubt in my mind. But this goes on top of the carburetor for the breather. These bolt in here like this. So I've got, you know, I can slide it ahead or back or whatever it takes to bolt that on there. But you can see I have, you know, an inch and a half in behind this. So I'm going to be an inch and a half in behind that know, carburetor about there somewhere. That's fantastic to me. It's back far enough. Do not know if I'm bringing the carburetors, the carburetors are going to be shown if I have it out that far. I'm thinking I want it down further. I'm going to let it down some more. There's stuff laying everywhere, but it is what it is. I'm going to let that set down some more, Doug. Can it go down more?
It's only going to go down the front. Tail shaft.
You can see here right now that I am right down on this cross member right here on the transmission pan. You see that hitting there? And we're right up on top of there. We got our yoke in there, but that's okay. But we're hitting on that. We're not going down any further. Not sure if I'm having the carburetor stick out or not. I think that breather over there is actually bigger than the carburetors anyways.
It's huge.
So if you come this way, these are my motor mount bolts. Have not got any, gonna make some today. These are my motor mounts, and we're basically going right in here, basically going right in there to hold the motor. Basically, gonna go up this side, should be in the exact same place. All right, it's the exact same place. And we're basically right on where the cross member is on this side. Now, when, I'm just thinking out loud, when it comes time to put the engine in it, we'll make sure that the chassis is level, and we'll try to level the engine. That way there, we got it basically cut there. Does not matter if it's off a little ways that way or back or forth. Do not know what's going on with this going to the drive shaft or to the rear end yet. The rear end's going to have to be turned up or something or other. We'll have to deal with that after. It might have to go down a little bit more. That requires more cutting on the cross member to get it down. But we leave in the cross member because we want the front end to stay where it's at. We cut the drive shaft because we want the rear end to stay where it's at, but we want to mock up the motor. We do not want to tear the body off and tear the front end out without mocking up the motor where the motor goes. So we'll get it set in place. We'll make the motor mounts. We'll get them in where they got to go. We'll know where it has to go. Then we can separate it and tear it apart and do all that stuff. All right. I guess I'm going to pull it out. I'm happy with that. It looks good this way. And they're saying generally it says a three degrees back. And they say that the oil can circulate and go back into the oil pan at 3 degrees. It can go one way or the other. And our sumps in the front, it does not matter. So I guess it's 3 degrees back, but it looks like you got a good angle on it. I'm going to jack it up, Doug, and we're going to pull her out. We do not have motor mounts for this right at the present moment, and I'm going to make some.
Okay, that's good. You're up against the floor. Here you go. Go. There you go, jacked up now.
So the steering was quite an issue. She's a behemoth, that's for sure. She's a behemoth. Now, I'm going to leave that just like that for now, because I am going to make some motor mounts. Stop it rocking. I'm going to ask Doug to take off the straps on that bad boy and just even see if it'll fit around that gas tank.
Man, it's going to fit like a glove.
Which way it fits the best would be nice.
It's going to fit like a glove, man. I know it is.
We'll see, but yeah, see, one end is a little...
Have a little faith in yourself, man.
Thanks, Doug.
Of course it's going to fit, man.
We'll save them U-bolts for something else that we've lowered and we have none and we have to get some made. That'll be good for those. Got a new grinder.
I don't even know what I need here.
And first thing I did, guess. Took the guard off. Alrighty, this is what I have. This is what I found for motor mounts. I got this stuff here. Got all these little tiny, these are nice, just little gussets to make things stronger and depend on, you know, have something you can make stronger just by making a gusset, like something like this here. You have the door post. I got a gusset on there. You'd have to rip that off to bend that. And I put one on either side when we were building the floor for this. You can do that. Then there's little tabs you can make little things out of. They're pretty cool. And then I have these ones. And these are, I would say, probably a 3/16, nice and heavy. Got a bolt that fits. I got some plate steel I cleaned up outside. I have some round stock, and I have another piece of steel that I found outside. So basically, I'm going to build motor mounts for the 460. And what I'm going to say is, you can buy them. Jolene looked them up. They would probably run us, how much, sweetheart? $220. And the, you know, the $220 I think is probably a great price, basically. But we don't have them. We can't get them. Like it takes us, it would take us a week or 2 weeks to get them or whatever. And I'd rather work on it and then wait. Same as with the U-bolts and same with like the springs. We have to wait. I don't want to wait for that. So I'm just going to try to make them with what I have. And what I have is a brain. And I'm going to go for it. Nope, should wait. Should get on my spectacles too. Just be careful around this bad boy. What I've got there is I've looked at it. I've got three bolt holes. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 on the other one there. I got a nice square edge here, a nice square edge here. Just pulled it right out of the magic. Put it on that side so I can see.
This didn't work out as expected.
And then I'm going to
Alright, there we go.
draw that down. Let's get out a little bit further. Jolene, do you have your phone here so you can show them the mounts that we looked up? Just like, this is reference, so if you want to know what I'm doing, when she shows you on the phone, you'll know exactly what I'm doing. And I don't have to do it exactly the way they're doing it, but it sure does give you an idea what they have done to make it work. I want to see them again if possible. So basically, flat piece of steel. We've got a couple holes drilled in it. I just showed you where they were. And then we have the tabs. Where did I put them tabs? The tabs, they're not exactly like their tabs, but there's the tabs that we're going to weld on. When you look at the round stock, there's a round stock there with the bushing in it. We got some round stock here. Our bracket to our frame doesn't have to be like theirs. It's a suggestion. So I can weld a piece of round stock on that and then go to the frame if I want to. So basically, that's what I'm going to do. And what happens is, the faster you do it, the less it costs you. Basically. What I'm hoping is that I'm going to try to find the holes here. There's one right there. There's the other one. Just trying to take a 3D print of the holes I'm trying to. There it is, way over there. Taking a pattern. What we're trying to do here. You can see it pretty decent. Yeah. Right there. good. I can see that one pretty good. Ooh, I can see it really good on that side, can't I? Let's do this side then. Let's do it. So we need a piece like this. Didn't really like the rusties there, but it is what it is. That's plate. That's good size plate. Really good. That's probably a little heavy, probably a little excess, but it is what it is. Oh, didn't even cut my holes out yet. Let's cut them holes out. I gotta cut them holes. Just looking for something to cut the hole. Piece of copper would be nice. Got a razor blade somewhere. Here are the razor blades. That can't be razor blades. Didn't think it was. Too light for that. What's that? No, I want something to cut that hole, but I like to have. See if I can punch it out. Yeah, I can. Gorgeous. You are, Jolene. Gorgeous, you are.
Moisters.
It's always nice when you pair of scissors. Hard to cut that sometimes. Sometimes it's nice just take a piece of copper, cut a piece off, and get a hammer and bang it down on. It'll cut it right out for you. Copper pipe, that is. Copper tubing. All right. Marker. Just throw this back down there. Get our 3 holes going. Now, I bring out the plasma cutter, but I've got some new drill bits, so I'm going to go for them. Also, I have a, we were talking earlier, I had a drill press out there, but in all honesty, I have to go get it, I have to run to it, and just do it right here, right here, right now, just like this, right in front of your very eyes. I think it's much easier that way, the drill press. I'm going to try a new drill bit and see what happens. That's what we're going to do. Get a drill. What's in it? Not sure what's going to happen. It's like a box of chocolates when we grab the drill bits, isn't it, baby? Right? You never know what's going to happen. Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. So if you've got something that you can make, go for it. Make it. Like, why wait for it? Just do it. Just do it. I'm going to see if I can drill a hole in this. Glass bag on. See what happens. No, I don't. We're going to do this. I'm going to get a punch. Hit it with a hammer. Get the center. Might be easier. Might be. little bit of oil. Gas tank strap's not that easy, Doug.
They're coming. Nope. They're coming. I got no choice. They're coming off, man. They got no choice.
Watch it, Doug. She's coming for you.
Aye.
He says.
I got my job done here. I got them off right now. So not really much to show you other than a couple rusty straps. We got her. Let's see if they fit around the tank. Tried using her tank as a bench. Look, I got 2 straps off, buddy.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to break a couple bolts to get them off, but here they are.
No. Just a minute. Are they up inside the car?
What?
The bolts inside the car? They broke off?
No, they're fine. We can replace them. It's no big deal.
No. What I'm saying is they broke off inside the car?
No. They're good. They're good, man. Nothing we can't fix.
Okay.
Put another bolt in them. I gotta find a couple, actually. I need to find a couple.
The new drill bits. It's nice and shiny. Look, I can't get them in the drill. That's too bad.
You know, we got one. I only broke one, Joe. This is a makeshift one.
Nope.
Let's see how this strap fits around Chattel's tank here. It's not too far off, is it? Tank's a little bit bigger and I can go further.
7/16 is what I'm thinking. See what's that now? That's what I said, yeah? Okay. So that will work.
Yeah, because the bolts, it's the length of the bolt that holds up in there. So these should work.
Or if they're broke off inside the, you can weld an end on there.
No, there's the bolt you get in the back.
Oh, okay.
You know.
So do you want to try and put it on?
You can if you want.
That's what
I can do it myself.
What I was thinking, just set it up on something. If you know what I mean, set it up on anything. On how far do you have to have it up?
Not that far.
Why don't you put that? Why don't you put that end in? Put one end in, shove the gas tank, and then go up.
We can do that.
And then you can put something underneath one end. Put the strap, make one strap back on one end. See which way this fits the best, Doug.
We can do that.
And you can use that box on you or anything.
The holes right there for your.
You can even have the jack. Oh, okay. That's
1, 2.
Yeah.
So there's
These
just
ones?
yeah. No, just 2 bolts right through, right here.
Okay.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go right through the body.
Okay. Just bolt them on. Put the gas tank up in there. Take the jack and just
Give her the jack.
don't bend the gas tank, but you know what I'm saying.
If I do, Chad will just make another one.
What's that?
If I do, Chad will just make another one.
No, we don't be like that. Chatty took some time to make that one. Yeah,
Did a good job, man.
that's that drill bit is not going to work for me. I have to get a different drill. Where is that bad boy? Right, that's got a 7/16 drill.
Those are good
Fit in it.
size.
I'm going to try it.
I like it because they're new.
Got the air turned on.
Yeah.
Yep. Air's turned on.
Yes, it is. I like these bolts, but
Pretty slow. Try this bad boy. Ah, let off the trigger. Let off the trigger. I was telling Jolene that, you know, in my younger days, I did a little bit of roofing, and I was building the ridge cap all the way around. It was a flat roof, and the cap was probably 2x8s, I don't know, stacked 4 or 5 high. I had to drill them all so we could bolt them down. Standing on the edge of 3 feet, 4 feet in the air, drilling. I almost threw myself off many, many, many times. I didn't succeed, as you can tell. Now I'm hoping. Let's cut that bad boy.
Bad boy, bad boy.
Do I want to cut it with a zip cut, or do I want to cut it with the plasma cutter? Zip cut. Seems to be the easiest. Seems to be the tool that everybody would have. That's what I'm going to use. We do have a plasma cutter. I'm sure you can buy a drill. We bought a new grinder right over there. It's got the flapper wheel on it. Paid $50 for it at Hiltz Auto. And if you want a grinder, you can't find them any more reasonable than that. Any bolt will do, Doug. Any bolt, don't matter if it fits or...
I need a little bit longer one.
Ah.
So, I'm searching for some.
Is it just me, or do you see another mount right there? Yeah, nice, eh? You already got that one cut. Them ones don't do as good as the yellow ones. We get them yellow ones. They're a good cut and zip cut. The yellow ones, a good cut and zip cut. Man, where are they? Probably use them all. We'll try a Mastercraft one. See what that goes like.
Now. Awful noisy, isn't he?
Oh man, trying to get this.
Hard for me to take a nap under here. You're making all that noise.
Sounded weird, didn't it? Let's grab some bolts over here. I think I got some bolts over here. Went to the bolt store. Hopefully I've got it drilled out right. That'll matter how long things take. But if we go back to that picture in your brain, how this was made, then it has the 2 tab. We have to make sure it fits first. Ooh.
I do.
That fits. Yay. One for Chetty. Thanks, baby. Extra mayonnaise on my sandwich? Huh? Extra mayonnaise? Now, as we get that on there. What? You just want to put that on there?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
The washer. There was a little bracket there.
You're just gonna do a loose fit, I guess. And I can give you a hand to get up in there.
No, it's
to hold it.
It's all good right now.
Just a loose fit.
Yeah.
See this here now?
Getting there though.
Now we have on that picture. It shows a bracket there and a bracket over here. So what we'll do is we'll gear something up and then we'll weld them on, and then we can still get to all the bolts. Nothing. Let's do this. Take this off. Back on the picture. We're making our own motor mounts. Whatever we want to do. So basically, if I mount them on like so, in the middle like that, then I can get to all the bolts easy enough. Doesn't go like that. Let's do this. Let's put a bolt in there and tighten that up. Get a piece of this. How long do we want it? On this stuff here, when I'm doing this piece here and these tabs, when I put that tab on there, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put that tab on there like that. Then I can weld that all on there, and I can leave all that weld there, and it'll look nice. And then when I get in here, there's nothing I can do but other than clean it, and maybe just clean it better and do that. That's what I plan on doing. Let's take, and let's cut a piece of this. So here with the gloves on. Let's cut a certain length.
Now, there's only one problem.
Got a little sander wheel to sand it off, make it smooth, make it.
Yeah, there's only one problem here. I don't want to get that down in there.
That sounded like it shit itself already, didn't it? Excuse me for a second. So I'm going to maybe grab a bolt here. Let's see if I can get one long enough. That works. That works. Wow. Let's put our piece on between. I got it right here. I got everything right there. What am I doing? Put this on. See if we can get a nut on there. Find a nut. We'll be cooking with gas. All right. Look at that, would you? That doesn't generally happen, does it, baby? That generally doesn't happen. There's our jig. And what I said, I'm going to plant this sucker halfway over. Can't tighten it up, it'll hold the other end. Plant that sucker halfway so I can get at my bolt here. I can get at my bolt there. I can get at my bolt there. This will be the brackets on the mount on the engine. This will be what's coming from the frame. Will be connected to this piece. I'm going to turn the welder on. Now there's two sides to this engine, so obviously there has to be two pieces, or two plates. We have the pattern right there. I'm hoping that it'll fit on the other side, and then we'll have to make another one. But basically, I have to have mounts to make everything work. Pull that back, round on it. Going to just tack things in place for a second, and we'll go from there. I want to get that a little further there. I sort of want to make it straight, sort of. Would be nice. Probably an easy thing to cut off if I had to. That's what I was thinking about. Am I going to have to cut that off? Yeah, I'm just going to take a look at it, see if I like it. See if I put it on there right. That wire off there is bothering me.
Oh, excuse me.
Could have probably come out a little bit more, but that's what I'm going for. And the piece that Jolene's showing you, there's my tabs, you know. There's my tabs. This is the piece that's on the mount, so just keep on cruising, I guess. Let's rock this over. I'm not going to grind any of the weld off this side. I want to just do a nice job welding it on. A little bit more on there. Yeah. I got a ways to go. I'm blind. I'm going to pretty that up a little bit. But yeah, you can see where we're going. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that there. Weld that pretty good. Really want to burn into that other metal best I can. That means I'm just going to go slow. Something's moving on me. I can't get at it. It's all moving on me. That's hot. And I am putting on not the best looking. Turn her up, Trump. You may have to grind this one to make it look real good.
All right. These ones are probably the ones that are going to work.
Well, now, baby. She's quite a glump of weld there, baby. But I don't want it to come off, so I think I'll probably end up grinding that one. Didn't want to, but I'm going to. I'm even going to put some more weld on it. And it's hot. Believe me, it's hot. Put a little more weld on there so I can grind that off so it looks good. And then we got the inside to do. I guess basically you've got the idea of what I'm doing. So now I've got another one to do. I'm not going to grab that right now while it's hot. But you've seen that it'll bolt right onto the side of the engine. We'll have to make another one for the other side. When we put the engine in, then this round stock will get connected piece going to the frame. So let's go see how Doug's making it, see if he needs a hand. You want me to clap for you, Doug? Watch yourself, sweetheart. That's hot. You get that off that table, probably. Probably a wooden welding table is not what to have. Ah. Huh? How you making it, Doug?
Let's bring her under here. Let's try to stop her to see if she fits in this little hole here.
This one I want to look at it for a second. There's one end that's a little bit got an angle to it, and the reason it's got like a little bit of an angle on this one. This is where I want to put the
spout.
No, the sending unit.
Yep.
And I want this on top, the seam, obviously. Yeah. So let's do it this way. That light is right in my eyes, man. Sorry, pal. Here we go. Just turn it right around. Like turn it right around. You're still like.
Sorry, man. I knocked it over, didn't I?
There, that's better. Sorry, man. All right.
Damn. She's a bit larger than the hole now, right? You're up against the stabilizer bar back here.
Where? Stabilizer bar?
Back here. Right up against her. No. Straps don't go around.
Pull your gas tank towards you. There you go. There. Yeah. Now we're not up against it. What I'm thinking is, keep pulling yours. How that didn't go all the way up around that gas tank before?
Yeah, it went into this, and there's the holes right. You'll see them.
Yeah, but we're not that. That's not the right place for the bolts, is it?
Yeah, straight up there, right in there. And then coils around that goes into this cross member here. Little holes.
I'm just kind of wondering why we're so far away. Like, was it that far away before with this?
Mm-hmm. This gas tank was smaller.
Not that much smaller. Like, if you know what I'm trying to tell you.
It doesn't look like it outside, but fitted in the hole. It's quite a bit bigger.
That fit in that hole?
So yeah, your hole's right there for your strap.
All right, let's take this out, I guess. See if we're... All right. There's another dilemma. That other gas tank, we have it there. We'll take one of those. The gas tank is right there. So let's take this. We'll take the strap off and put a strap on that and see where it goes. Like, okay. Am I that much bigger? That's where I want this here, in this part here, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold the other side?
I don't know, we got her, bud.
Well, it looks like where it goes, but...
Yeah, that's where she goes, man.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that strap does not fit. Yeah? See, it does not fit all the way down, is what I'm saying. See how there must have been a long bolt there that...
In the back, the very back one's long, that's where you get your...
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I thought it... That's what
No, that's why a little bit longer bolt.
So we're gonna have to make a strap, is what I'm thinking. And, hey, it goes up in that.
Yep. So, see this now. You're not gonna get a bolt in there and down through that's long. The only way you're gonna be able to put it in is up this way, the nut on that side, which I don't know if you like or not. Because yeah, it's supposed to go in this little hole right here, yeah, and then come down through. But the only way we can get a big one in there, a longer one, is up through like that. That's unless you make use.
Yeah, that would have to hang down like that to fit that gas tank.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm trying to say.
Yep. Yeah, it would be like that.
Yeah. Put it ways down like that.
Yeah, it would hang quite a ways down. It did before. Like they hang down that far,
right?
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And it's not going to get there anyways because the tank's a little bit too big, is it not?
Yes. It's just a bit too big. It's just a bit.
I was thinking a little more gas wouldn't hurt it.
Give her more gas. It's always a good idea.
All right. So we're going to end up making gas tank straps. We're going to have to drill new holes on that. On this cross member I see we're right up here in the cross member. We're going to end up drilling way back here on the cross member, or maybe even welding a tab on that.
It's probably a good idea, yeah.
Welding a tab on that, and then we'll bolt our new strap on that. But
look how nice it's painted under here. I see lots of dry spots around. I should get a spray can.
Well, that's
to hit some of those.
That's for after.
Yeah.
When you get done the hoist, get it aside. Alrighty, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I can't have that weld looking like that. I'm going to have to grind that off a little bit. But we've got another one of those to make. I am going to grind that. I didn't like the weld I put on it. It's all right. Doug will be making gas tank straps for that. Just one thing after another. Trying to change everything up, making things for it. We've got the engine fitting. All I have to do is go to work. Thanks everybody for coming back. We really appreciate it. Putting the engine further back in the car is my desire. It's not that's what we're going for. We're not going for the traditional easy way. We want to go my way, and that's what makes me happy, and that's what should make you happy. Do what you want to do to make yourself happy, within reason, that is. Have a great day, everybody. Come back tomorrow and we'll be here.